Holiday blessings, dear one. I hope you're doing well and in good spirits. And if you're not, I totally understand. It can be a very challenging time of the year. It's cold, it's dark, there's lots of people celebrating, and you may be at home alone and really feeling shitty about that. And I know I can totally relate because I've so been there. I have experienced many, many, many lonely, dark, long, lonely nights. And so my heart goes out to you, and that's why I have created this video to support you to avoid the holiday winter blues. So I'm going to share with you 2 essential tools and 3 hot tips to support you during this time so that you can feel more connected, more connected to your joy, a greater sense of warmth and fulfillment at this challenging time. So, essential tool number 1, a cuddle buddy. You must have a cuddle buddy. Something that is nice and soft, and this guy's great. This is Lion, meet Lion. He's been with me a long time, probably like 20 years actually, and he has arms and legs that can wrap around, and he's like my full body. So I've definitely cuddled with this guy many, many nights, and he's been a lifesaver. So if you don't have a nice, fuzzy, cuddly buddy, I invite you to go out and get yourself one. Make sure they're soft, they feel good. Just that sense of comfort and yumminess. And another great cuddle buddy, oh yes, is the live version. So I've been blessed to have a live version. This is Miro, he's my tiger. And they're always great too because they're very soft and they warm and they have heartbeat and they purr. So if you love cats and you've always wanted to have a cat, that's always an option. Of course, dogs are a great cuddle buddy. They love to cuddle. So there's bunnies, there's live versions of cuddliness too. So get yourself a cuddle buddy, either a stuffed one or a live one. If you're going to get a live one, just make sure you choose well, that they are the cuddly type, and because there can be cold and aloof pets, and you don't want one of those. You want one who loves attention and connection, and like this guy, he just loves to cuddle. All right, sweetheart. Mwah. Thank you. So that's essential tool number 1, a cuddle buddy. Essential tool number 2 is one of these puppies. Every woman needs a hot water bottle. This is essential. You fill it up at night with hot water. You put it at the where your feet are underneath the sheets while you go and get ready for bed, brushing your teeth and stuff, so that when you come to bed, it's where your feet are is nice and toasty warm. And then you make sure this is covered in something that's soft and feels good against your skin, like a flannel pillowcase, or I know they make faux fur covers for these things, something that's going to feel good so that you can have this against your belly or on your back to keep your kidneys warm. This is an essential item. So if you don't have one of these, you must get a hot water bottle, and this will totally transform your experience of being in bed alone. All right, so those are the essential tools. Go out and get those right away if you don't have them. So the hot tips. Number 1 is perspective, where you choose to place your attention. So one of the amazing capacities we have as conscious beings is we can choose where we place our attention and what we focus on. Our minds can be a tool that work for us or against us. And this is a way that you can cultivate and use your mind as a tool for you, right? We can look at something and see the lack, right? We can see what's missing. We can focus on what we don't have. And, the cup, the glass half empty syndrome, right? I can see this, and this is amazing homemade juice from my mom. It's cherry apple juice, and it's the last of the jar. And I could be like, oh my God, I can't believe it's almost gone. It's so tragic. How, it's so like awful. Or I could see, oh my goodness, I have this incredible elixir left that I can savor and enjoy. And, there's, gosh, like probably 20 or more sips here that I can just enjoy to the fullest, right? So that is perspective. And it's really essential to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, right? If you don't have a gratitude practice, start today. At the end of each day, make sure you take time to reflect on your day and name at least 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for. And you can even have a gratitude journal, right? So keep looking, or you can just think them out loud, hold them in your heart, and celebrate them. And then, of course, throughout your day, we are so blessed in the Western world. We have so much to be grateful for. We are so fortunate. So really focus on the fullness, the goodness, all that you have in your life to be grateful for, and just let your heart be full. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is self-care. Really taking care of yourself. It is your responsibility to treat yourself well and to see your body as a temple. Eat well, get good sleep, get good exercise, have baths and that you can like feel yummy in your body, get massages. Especially when we're single, we crave touch. We're humans, we're sensual beings. So give that to yourself. Either literally like touch yourself on a daily basis, really connect to your body in a loving, cherishing way, sending loving appreciation to your body, and book yourself in for massages so that you can get that fulfillment of touch and that you're not like craving and longing for it so much from someone that's not in your life, right? It shifts that focus from what's missing and giving yourself what you need and want. So really look at what do you need to feel good, to feel happy, and really take good care of yourself. Explore your passions, do things that are fun, creative projects. This time of the year is a great time to create a vision board. Really, do things that nourish your soul and nourish your body and, of course, your heart. And so speaking of your heart, tip number 3 is about connection, reaching out. Make sure you take time to spend with people that you care about, your friends, your family, people in your community. When we're alone, I remember when I was alone, I often felt this feeling of isolation. And I did that because I, was afraid, or I was ashamed, or I had all this stuff, and I would isolate myself, and I didn't want to burden people with my loneliness or whatever. But, it's up to you. It's our responsibility to be connected. And so reach out, pick up a phone, create Skype dates with people if you don't have people, if your family is far away, and make time to be with people in connection. And a way to connect is look for community events. When I lived on Cortez Island, there was always a Christmas community dinner. And so I volunteer for that. And I love serving food and connecting with people. So that would be really nourishing. And then also I would throw a party, invite people over to your house to bring that feeling of warmth and mirth and joy into your home. So one Christmas holidays time on Cortez, I threw a party on Boxing Day, and it was just an afternoon open house. People could come by, and, I had a pot of hot apple cider on the stove and a pot of soup, and people would bring things, and we would just, I'd have a day of visitors streaming through my house. And so and then of course another thing is volunteering, right? To stay connected and to give back and to see that there are people less fortunate than you, and so that will help you feel more grateful, but also it feels good to give to people, and you can connect to people and feel that sense of purpose. So, those are my tips for you. Make sure you take responsibility for yourself. You are a conscious being of choice. Make choices that support your well being, your sense of fullness, connectedness, yumminess, and I'm wishing you a wonderful holiday season, that you get to connect with the amazingness that you are and the amazing people that are in your life. And, connect to that knowing that you will find someone. There is someone out there for you, and it's just a matter of time. And yeah, I just wish you deep love and joy and peace and warmth in your heart and in your life. Sending you much love. Mwah. Blessings.